Good morning. Welcome. So you want a crypto. Today, we're going to go over a pretty broad range of topics. Got an XNS update for you guys at the end if that's what you're here for. First, I want to show you we're adding a lot of countries. And the fun stuff is it's probably only like one or two of you in each of these countries. So if that's you, thank you. Give a little shout out in the comment. Tell me where you're from. I'm curious. I like that stuff. Anyway, thanks for everybody for watching and supporting. I love it. It's great. You guys are awesome. Let's talk about Dogecoin real quick. Behavioral finance is a wild, crazy, it's the Wild West. When you apply that to cryptocurrency, you can't predict it on previous indications or patterns or any of that. So if you're in Doge or Ripple or you're trying to pump and you're new and you think this thing's going to go crazy, and just remember, this is an easy way to get wrecked. So not financial advice, and I'm not going to really talk about Doge. I'm just saying, be careful. As you can watch it, it'll go up, down. It's at the whim of the people, the mass, the crowd. Think of it like a mob mentality applied to coin pumpamentals. Anyway, so when we talk about XNS, I wanted to give you an example. Like, has this ever happened? Are we just wasting our time? And Hellenic coin kind of came to mind. They don't do the same thing, and I don't want you to think that they're connected or nothing like that. This is a coin I'm just going to talk about, but nobody's probably ever heard of it. And if you have, well, good on you. Really low 24-hour volume, okay? And I'll get to all the point in a minute, and you're like, why do I care about this coin? And it'll make sense maybe, and if not, maybe not. 262,000 in volume for 24 hours. It's at $1.20-ish, and it's at a cap of around 84 million. Here we go. We can see CoinGecko, Hellenic, LinkedIn, Medium. So there's some sources and stuff. It's not an ERC token. As far as I know, it's a coin, so it's on its own platform, right? Or however you want to look at that. There are 69,650,000. And as you can see, nothing stellar. The 1 year is not even on here. Nobody cares about it, really. And over here, we really don't have any reason to care about it. Coinbase, $1.20. Same rough thing, 84,262,000. Okay. So why do we care about this? What does this have to do with anything else in the cryptocurrency world? So how will Greece... Okay, Hellenic coin is a coin that I developed, and it's for Greek consumers. Most of their Twitter is in Greek. And it's trying to solve the problems of their economy, because when they were on the drachma and they went over to the euro, the value of things in Greece and Crete as well, they were using the drachma. Everything cost so much more, just changing to the euro. Spain was the same way. They went from the peseta to the euro, and now everything costs more. So Greece is basically one of those financially volatile countries where they seem to just be always bouncing in and out of bankruptcy. Over the last decade, Greece has taken center stage in the news when it comes to bailouts from the EU, increasingly gaining a reputation worldwide as having a weakened economy. Rising debts, lower pensions, continued high unemployment among young people, and rife polarization in politics and leadership, leaving many Greeks frustrated with the current systems in place. Sounds familiar. Greece is now also under attack from Turkey, with constant threats from its neighbor over the continued altercations within the areas of the gas-rich waters in the eastern Mediterranean. To top it all off, now there's a COVID-19 to deal with. This has hit Greece where it hurts most, their tourism industry. So Greece could almost always rely on people going to check out the cool old stuff at Greece, right? Bring their money, buy some gyros and some, whatever. I guess it'd be falafel. I don't remember. But you get the idea, right? Ask the average Greek citizen what Bitcoin is, and chances are they'll look a little confused. The average Greek citizen won't even know what cryptocurrency is. Greece is lagging in technological enhancement, ranking third from the bottom of the list, according to the European Commission. Many Greeks don't know how to invest their money, let alone save their money. I did an article talking about, or not article, another video where I was talking about how the average savings in the United States is $3,500. So what I want you to glean from this is take those of you in the U.S. or that are looking at U.S.-based financial assets, look at Greece as an example of what happens when you get the polarization in politics and leadership, when you get higher unemployment. So anyway, that's a story for another day. We'll go back to HNC. All right. Twitter, Hellenic Coin, HNC, the Greek blockchain cryptocurrency. As you can see, there's a little bit of English, gearing up to drive the next wave of crypto development and adoption. They got some neat videos. Most of it, as I said, is in Greek. But there's some stuff if you want to look here. Okay. So there's a special announcement when you go to HellenicCoin.com in the context of the continuous development of the Hellenic Coin project, HNC, an effort for its integration in the real-world economy. Significant and essential technical upgrades of the currency are required in each case. It is worth emphasizing that security and speed are the main features of this latest technology of code. All of the above are archived thanks to the help and support of the whole HNC community. We are pleased to announce that until Wednesday, 10 February, the new updated HNC code will be updated on GitHub. New wallets will now be available on HNC. So there's progress, if you can. Because there was a big... And then here is going into HNC. They got a really cool site. I don't know if you're... It could be all show. So why do I want to tell you all of this? Well, I was goofing around when I was learning about crypto, and then I decided, man, when you get down at the bottom, some of these things have some stupid growth potential. Okay? Let's see. This is the last bull run for HNC. Okay? And those of you that don't know, I got in at probably one of the most unfortunate. I studied like right through here, like end of 2016 and on up, even like maybe 2015. I was studying I just didn't pull the trigger. I didn't want to invest in it. I didn't know what it was. And then I was like the ultimate FOMO investor when I came in. I thought I knew what was going on. The market went up, came down, went back up. And I just said, I didn't like get crushed or nothing, but everything I bet on just lost. And it wasn't really my fault at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I did. Not that I know what I'm doing now, but I know more. And then we just had this long bull market and some little blips. So, it's like junior high and high school, right? The bully picks on the nerdy kid all the time. And the bully's cool the whole time. And then next thing you know, you get out of high school, the bully's driving a Fiero, and the nerd's driving a Ferrari. Anyway. You learn the hard way. You learn quicker, I guess. Altilly is where I got this, okay? So let's talk. That's kind of where I was going with all this. Altilly was an exchange, really small liquidity exchange, kind of sketchy a little bit. And you'll see why, because they were hacked. Luckily, I got everything I cared about out of it before this happened. But I didn't put a lot of money in here. But at the time when I got into Hellenic, it was 0.002 something. Right about here. Yeah, so maybe just under 2. No, that's not it. It was right about here. Yeah, so right around 0.002, 0.003. Okay? Right now it's $1.20. And it just... I can't remember what I paid, but it was less than $100, and I got like 9 or 10,000 of the Hellenics. And I peeled off profit all the way. I didn't ride it all the way to the top. I didn't make 10 grand on it, but for somebody that was coming out of a bull market and didn't know what was going on, that was like the first hook that said, this is how I want to roll. I like this big growth. And while you're doing safe investment on the side, that's a good, okay. A little bit more about Hellenic. I'm thinking about looking back into them. They have, since 2019, they've been talking about cards with all these different countries looking at doing their own digital currency. I'm going to have to do some more research. But if you are looking for a place and you had some Hellenic and you don't know what to do it, there are wallets. Here is Hellenic's wallet. All these links will be below. And again, here's the Altilly hack thing for their exchange. I can't remember where they were. Somewhere in Europe. I want to say Denmark, but I could be wrong. Maybe Holland, or like the Netherlands. Denmark sounds right though. I don't remember. Pretty sure it was Europe. The refund process. And then I pulled this up to kind of just show you what other coins were on there at the time. Xenos is like an enterprise blockchain solution kind of thing. Just to show you that there's nothing, these things don't have any liquidity. They're really small. These were all the 100,000 coin, the really low market micro cap kind of stuff. You could find some neat, lots of garbage though. But see this one, look, I came to make not fun of it, but use it as an example. And so they want a lower cost transactions, safe investment policy, and they want to make a faster blockchain protocol. I'm not going to talk about them. You can see they had a little pump. I have no idea what they're doing. I haven't researched. They have an 85 million market cap as well and 152,000 on the volume. So we're talking no real, 24-hour volume, but it's Sunday and an 85 million market cap. So maybe they'll have more on a business day. I don't know. All right, here you go. This is what you're here for. I try to cover your content, your questions. I add new stuff in, but, we can't have just an XNS channel about cryptocurrency. We can, but you better tell a lot of your friends. All right. In solar, not a whole lot more to say. I do want to look at the price. I do it in US dollars just because I'm in the US. We can do it to BTC if that annoys you. This way I don't have to do math in my head. So here's my quick take on this. Everything's going along and we're having a family dinner. Not feeling well. And then basically a little bit of a heart attack and we lost him, right? Get to the hospital. Toot, toot. Toot, toot. Sorry for my sound effects. That's probably not the best one. But what we're saying is, we thought it was dead. And then now we got a little bit of rhythm. And this right here, this is on hype. None of this is really substantial stuff. This is speculation. But we do have life. 4 hours ago, XNS in Soliari, IO. I was trying to make that into a word, but anyway, In Solar is on Twitter for the second time in 24 hours, it looks like. So they talked about BitMax and they talked about Bicky. Those of you that were wondering about BitMax, it looks like they're paying attention and they're giving you an update right here. XNS BTC trading pair was delisted due to lack of use from the community. XNS pre-staking campaign will be discontinued on February 1st, 2021 due to lack of use from the community. Thanks to BitMax for supporting XNS, and we wish the exchange all the best. So there you go. One last thing on here is it's more of an Elon Musk kind of thing. But if Elon Musk was to buy an iPad, would Apple stock go kaboom? Or if he bought them for a whole gigafactory, what would happen to the stock? So think about that. So now what would happen if Elon Musk shows up at an event with, let's say, a Dogecoin t-shirt, would it go crazy? What if he tweets about BTC? See, this is behavioral finance. It makes no sense. Those are the things you want to look for if you're going to play that game. Just a tip. And finally, a little bit about the show. So I want to give you a quick channel update. We want to build a bigger, better channel. So does everybody. But I want to do it with quality content. So I want to use your suggestions, your comments, and then tell me what to look in, and we can research things together. I will keep on the stuff that I kind of know what you like to see because it shows me how many views. So I'll stick to those as my parameters. So if you're wondering why I go a certain route, it's because that's what people are watching. And that's just good business. I won't ever ask you or give you like my phone number or say I want you to invest with me. None of that stuff will ever happen. I'll never have a subscription service for better content, or everything is right here. That's it. I still have my projects that I'm looking into, and I'll share everything as I find it. I'm probably going to make mistakes, and I'm glad a lot of you guys can help me find them. And when you do, I try to update it. I don't show anybody's stuff. I don't have an affiliation with anything I've talked about. So, down the pipeline. Kind of working on, tentatively, a animated short about three brothers. Their names are Fudd, FOMO, and Fred. It's based along the Three Little Pigs plotline, where you have Fudd. He's the hate slinger. He throws shade on everything, good or bad. The good stuff, he does it to drive the price down and buy it lower. FOMO, he buys high and sells low. He throws it in at one time, and it's usually the wrong time. He never considers the thought of cost average buying, and there is no project with too big of a pump for this guy. He's ready to go. To the moon and Lambos for him. Fred, he's a smart investor that applies commonly accepted best practices when he invests. He diversifies and assesses his risk at all levels. Fred takes profit and even makes a little money in the bull run. Fred is your friend. You want to be like Fred. Anyway, finally, I want to add a Q&A section where maybe we can do some live, you ask me questions and we can look stuff up together. But that'll be months down the road. Most of this the Fudd, FOMO, and Fred, that'll be months down the road as well. Look, summer time frame. But I wanted to give you an idea that we do have a plan. We have a timeline, and, we are working on doing more than just pumping XNS out, or XNS content out. So thanks for the subscribes, the support, the likes. I think last time I looked, we got 99 subscribers and not a single problem. All right, cheers, everybody.